What is going on, guys? Quality XA here today, bringing you guys a brand new Apex Legends video. Now today we have a load of information to cover, some more leaks for you guys, including some of the new characters, all of that good stuff. But getting into this video, we're actually going to be talking about this. So how would you like to see Apex Legends in the night? Yes, this is a huge possibility here. Now, in the actual database for the Apex Legends games, you guys can see highlighted here, we've got a script set time shift, time of day to night. Now, this could be variable, so as you're playing, maybe it will shift depending how long you're in the game for, or there could be a complete overhaul in the sense when you actually join a match, sometimes it will be night, sometimes it will be day, you may even get dusk, all of that kind of stuff. Now, personally, I am a big fan of this. The weather in games really does change the atmosphere of where you're playing. It almost changes the map sometimes, but I'd be very, very intrigued on how this would actually work. Let me know your thoughts in that comment section below, but I do believe having a nighttime version of the map would work really well. They've done it in Fortnite and many other of the Battle Royale games, so very exciting stuff indeed. I'd also like to see something on the weather, maybe even make some of the parts of the map snowy, all of that kind of stuff. Moving on, talking about that as well, we do have the community happy hour. Now currently we don't have any information on what this could actually be, but the only thing I can imagine it being is maybe the community jumps on for this happy hour and you will get double XP, double rewards, all of that kind of stuff. That's just a personal opinion, but it does sound like a community event. Maybe you have to hunt something within the hour, or maybe you may even get a day for this kind of thing. But yeah, a very interesting concept here. I'd really like your thoughts in that comment section below on what the happy hour could actually be. Now we're actually going to be moving on to the more interesting stuff, specifically talking about some weapons possibly being added into Apex Legends. So again, with the data mine leaks, you guys can actually see we've actually got a projectile flamethrower here. So a flamethrower would suit the game very well, would be really awesome, especially if that has some range for it. Now, reality is, the Flamethrower is actually some leftover content from Titanfall 2, and obviously it is the same developers who make both of these games, and as we have seen in Apex Legends, there has been some recycled content. Some of the characters and weapons that were supposed to be in Titanfall 2 are actually in Apex Legends, so it's not a long shot seeing a Flamethrower actually come into the game. I'm personally very excited for this type of thing. Next up, we've actually got a remote turret as well. Now personally, I believe a remote turret could work as an ultimate ability for a character, but again, it could also be a rare pickup. Again, let me know your thoughts in that comment section below, but a remote turret, again, is a piece of recycled content from Titanfall 2. It was actually supposed to be a concept for that, but I think it could work very well in the game. There was also talk of a sticky grenade launcher as well, which again sounds pretty goddamn awesome. I can imagine that being extremely powerful, works similar to the arc stars of course, but instead of being a throwable it would be a weapon. So yeah, really awesome, and obviously with that type of content it would add in some more ammo for the game. It wouldn't just be your shotgun shells, light rounds, heavy rounds and energy, you would have to have grenades as well, or grenade shots. So really, really awesome. Moving on now though, we're actually going to be talking about some of the hitboxes, as well as some of the nerfs that we actually saw last week regarding the Wingman and the Peacekeeper. So they did actually say, we found that the Skull Piercer Wingman has been on the stronger end, Respawn said, but it's designed to be a weapon with a higher skill ceiling. Our adjustments are attempting to move it more into the hand cannon space and away from the full auto deagle. So I do respect the way that they've actually put that. Personally, I have been using it since the patch, but I haven't actually noticed too much of a difference. It still works very, very well. Maybe I'm just really good with the weapon, but it does seem pretty decent. They did also say this about the Peacekeeper and energy ammo. So they said we've adjusted the rate of fire of the Peacekeeper with shotgun bolt attachment, so players have a larger window of vulnerability if they miss their shot. Additionally, the scarcity of energy ammo and lower number of energy weapons overall has made those weapons difficult to main, so we've increased energy ammo and ammo availability. So very awesome indeed. Personally, I do think this is a good change with the Peacekeeper first of all, because the Peacekeeper is a very overused shotgun currently. It is an absolute monster, especially if you have a very good aim for the headshots with that, and so it should be. It is a shotgun, so at close range it should be very, very good, but it shouldn't be a weapon that you can spam as many shots as possible until you down the enemy. And again, a really good change for the energy ammo as well. Next up, we're going to be talking about the hitboxes. Now, there was the hitboxes that actually came out where Gibraltar was actually 140 times bigger than what Wraith was. Now, this is what they had to say about that. Our goal is to be able to have characters with different rig sizes, hitboxes and ability kits, and still have each character be roughly equal in power level, win rate and viability of pick, Respawn says. Overall, we want to try and increase the power level of the large rig characters before we consider large nerfs to everyone else. While we've made small adjustments, we're hopeful that increasing the power of large rigs is healthier than nerfing everyone else. Now again, I do believe this is a very, very good little thing what they do talk about here. Gibraltar and Caustic are very underused currently. Caustic not so much as Gibraltar, but Gibraltar and Caustic should be powerful characters as they are. Maybe give them or allow them to take a few more shots would make it a little bit more fair, considering their hitbox is a lot larger than some of the smaller characters. But what this would leave is the middle section of operators, the Pathfinders, the Mirages. Where would they sit? Because you'd have to adjust them accordingly as well. But very interesting. I'd really cannot wait to see what they actually do with these hitboxes, but it is some very exciting changes coming our way soon. Moving on, we're going to be talking about cheaters. Now, specifically more the PC than any other game I've currently seen. I've played it on PlayStation and Xbox and have not actually encountered any hackers or cheaters, but they did say, fortunately, this issue does look set to be rectified. Apex Legends project manager Lee Horn confirmed that Respawn have heard the complaints and will be addressing them soon. A more detailed post about cheating is coming, so I don't want to steal community manager Jay's thunder, but a reporting feature is definitely on the way. So brilliant, especially for the PC players, a very good step in the right direction. We've obviously seen this from other battle royales as well, and it does work really, really well. Obviously, a load of people will get banned and will get booted off of the game if they do cheat, so very awesome. Moving on next, we did actually get this tweet from the Apex Leaks news, and they did actually say that there is some more map files in the game. So they've got multiplayer map Canyonlands, currently what we play on. We've got the multiplayer test engagement range, and we've got multiplayer map RR box. We currently do not know what they could be. The mode that we have there is survival, which is of course the battle royale mode, but there is currently 3 maps in the game. One of them could be the training map, but when the maps do get put more into the game, the Apex Leaks news will keep us up to date with that kind of stuff. So personally, again, a bit like the Nightmode, I'm very excited for more content like maps and like day and night changes to come into the game. I'd really like to see a massive cartoony type of map, more like a stadium in a sense where everything is just really futuristic. We haven't seen that in a battle royale, I don't believe, but that is something that I'd be looking for, especially considering the way Titanfall is actually built as a game. Continuing to talk about the Apex Leaks news, he did actually tweet out saying Octane and the new L-Star energy weapon are releasing together as a bundle at the start of Season 1. The rumoured start date is next Tuesday, March 12th. So again, really exciting. We do know Octane as a character. He's got the jump pad and sounds like an absolute monster of a character. And they've also talking about this L-Star energy weapon. And obviously with the energy buff, what we've actually seen or is actually coming soon, we are looking to have some really cool energy weapons enter the game. And again, I am a really big fan of the energy weapons currently. The Devotion and Havoc have been absolute monsters, so really cannot wait to see what this L-Star weapon could actually be. I'm really hoping for an energy weapon type wingman, so like a hand cannon, maybe a pistol. Would really be intrigued to see what one of them is kind of like. Now moving on guys, talking about the legends, we're actually going to be talking about this, which was actually in the database as well. So Watson and Octane are actually contained in this text. Now this does firmly link us to believe that they are going to be the next legends in the game. Octane is pretty much confirmed at this point. Watson, who is meant to be the electricity, using Tesla coils, all of that kind of stuff, is pretty much confirmed as well, being in the database before any of the other legends that we've had leaked is very interesting. So cannot wait to see what the callouts are for them, especially the abilities for Watson. We know so much about Octane at this point in time, but Watson not so much, so I'm very excited about that. And then last but not least guys, we're actually going to be talking about NPCs in the game. Now, there is a huge chance that this could be linked to Titanfall 2, but they did actually say more info on the previous leaked NPCs. I'll just tweet the pictures in parts, you can add comments if you want me to explain. So there is actually NPCs linked into the game. Now this could be more for the training mode, maybe we will actually see NPCs in game. I firmly don't believe that they will have them like this. All I can imagine is having possibly a social space in which you can actually go to and interact with these characters, maybe gain some lore from all of these people. But you can see that we've got Goliath, we've got Spider, Prowler, Bish, Spectre. So it does look like there is going to be NPCs coming in the game. Not in the Battle Royale, but maybe in some other form. So yes, very exciting guys, but that is pretty much the end of the video. If you did enjoy, a like would be much appreciated as always, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, and I hope you enjoyed.